Alright everybody, and welcome back to King's Quest VI, Air Today, Gone Tomorrow. We seem to start on this screen an awful lot, I'm noticing. So, when last we left off, we had just exchanged some words, not our own words, mind you, but the words of a poet, with Cosima, and she sent us a ribbon and a note that kind of regarded Alexander as a friend. She told us not to try to get into the castle and to just let it be, but we're not going to take no for an answer. We're not that easily dissuaded. We're Prince Alexander of goddamn Daventry. Also, we found the dangling participle. We, what else did we do? We got through the boiling lake in the Isle of the Beast, and we found a lamp, but the lamp seller is no longer there. But we do have dangling participle with us. And that is one of the things that the Bookworm mentioned he might want, so let's see if he could be agreeable. Let's go shuffle through his stuff.
Do you have anything interesting yet?
I have a purple fiddlewhacker, if you get my drift.
Perhaps.
Let me see what I have.
Would you be interested in this brick to your forehead? How about this?
I found this little fellow lost on another island.
Coming home I am too.
There you are, you naughty boy. I told you not to leave the island.
Glad I am seeing you too.
A most solemn celebration.
Be quiet, King Ram.
So, you found my dangling participle. I suppose I'll have to give you something. Let's see now. Was it a rare book you wanted?
Yes, sir.
Well, then none of these will do. They've been sitting in the sun far too long and must be well cooked by now.
I'm embarrassed to say how long it took me
This
to get
one
that
is
joke.
far more rare. A delicious little tidbit.
Oh, yes, a little morsel of book, if you get my drift.
Thanks.
Poor Alexander. Okay, well, we have a book that has the letter R on it.
Alexander is carrying a rare book from the Bookworm. The words in the binding are very faint. The something riddle book.
This is a shitty book. Well, let's read it.
Alexander opens the rare book and looks inside. The book contains riddles and has a page missing. Alexander glances at a few of the conundrums, but finds himself more curious about the one that is missing. What was the riddle, he wonders? More importantly, what was the answer?
This guy gave me a fucking defective book. What an asshole. Well, hopefully the bookshop owner just won't notice. We'll just pawn it off on him. Give him some more useless crap he can't sell. Well, I think we know what the answer to that riddle is, whatever it is. It was in the spider's web. The answer is love, but what's the riddle? Who knows? Probably not important. So, this puzzle here, took us quite a while to figure out. This was the first sticking point my dad and I had when we played this game eons ago. These are wallflowers.
The wallflowers look terribly shy.
Yes, quite. And wallflowers is kind of a, not really a reference, but it's what a person is at like a dance or a party that just kind of stays over by the wall and doesn't talk to anybody. And anyway, we can play music for them and ask them if they would like to dance. To be fabulous like us, to dance with the fairies and get their fairy dust. Anyway, that's the solution to this puzzle. I don't know how to introduce it. That took forever for us to figure out, so that's the best I can offer you, folks.
May I have this dance?
Oh my!
Do 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 do. Alright, Alexander's really getting it on over here. He's shaking that ass. His pants are flashing different colors as the light catches his suede. Anyway, yeah, we're performing this song here. Alexander practiced for months to be able to whip this song out.
Alexander stops playing the flute. But the wallflowers and snapdragons continue to dance, caught up in the music and oblivious to everything around them.
All right, you little fucker, get over here. Not playing around with you anymore.
While the wallflowers dance, Alexander snatches the hole in the wall.
Yes, quite. Ha, not getting away from me this time, are you? All right, let's get the hell on out of here. Well, we got a hole in the wall. How often can you say that? There's a hole in the wall in my pants. I don't know.
Alexander pulls out his
Well, I don't think
magic
that's going to
map.
help us get past the stone archer. But, maybe we could use that on the
Alexander
castle.
feels a strange pulling sensation.
I don't know. Will the hole in the wall actually let us go through the castle wall? I doubt it. Maybe we could get like a, I don't know, like a peep show on Cosima or something. Hey, bird. Bye, bird. Let's make our way down here. Slowly.
A group of serving women approach the castle.
I see.
Hurry up, girls. There's plenty of work afoot today. No time to dawdle.
Yes, Sergeant Gruff.
Oh, you just let these women in the castle all willy-nilly. But me, a prince, gets denied. The world we live in.
It's well that they're here, Wolf. Cook is about driven himself mad, I hear, worrying over the wedding preparations.
Aye, whoop! What a celebration there will be today! Wine will flow like a river of red!
Well, so does that mean the wedding is later today? Oh, that's bad. We gotta hustle. Nothing suspicious going on here, folks. Good day. Alright. Ooh, there's vines over here. Can we just climb up? No.
The vines are too flimsy to support Alexander.
Well, it was worth the effort anyway. Well, this seems like a good spot for our hole in the wall.
Alexander puts the hole in the wall on the side wall of the castle.
I see. Well, let's peer through it then.
Alexander looks through the hole in the wall.
Oh, it's a hallway.
Alexander can see what looks like a hallway in the basement of the castle. It must lie just on the other side of this wall.
Oop, there's a pixelated guard coming
The castle
through.
hallways are patrolled by guard dogs. Great. Maybe Alexander is better off out here after all.
Well, he's not technically violating any laws being out here. Well, that didn't help all
Alexander
that much.
removes the hole in the wall from the wall.
So much for my brilliant ideas. Oh well, I really don't know. I guess we need to go to the Isle of the Sacred Mountain, because we don't really have anything else that we can do here. Not that I know of. Unless we can get, like, I don't know, some way to get past that stone archer. We're kind of at an impasse, I'm afraid. Doesn't really seem to be anything new to do on the Isle of Wonder, so I don't know. Let's go, visit the pawn shop owner here right quick.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
Good day to you too, sir. I would like to return my flute, as I won't need it for the rest of the game.
Would you mind if I traded this in?
Of course,
Did
Prince
you wipe
Alex,
it down?
please.
Alexander
Okay, and because I read the script, we're just gonna go ahead and take the tinderbox.
I believe I'll take the tinderbox.
Very good, Prince Alex. Enjoy your tinderbox and bring it back anytime.
That's called
Thank
an
you.
iPhone. Let's get the hell out of here. Alright, we have this book. I guess we can trade in the book.
Hello. I will be right up.
My good friend Ali, I got just what
Now.
you're looking for.
What
I
can I...
think. Just don't look at it. It's got pages missing. But you're used to that. Here you go.
I found this rare book, and I thought of your offer.
Very interesting. Oh, it is a wonderful riddle book. Riddles are much more marketable than spells these days. I guess people believe more in mirth than in magic. Here is the spell book you wanted, and a fair trade it is, I must say. Enjoy it.
I will
certainly
indeed.
hope so. We shall see how rusty my spellcasting truly is.
Alright, well, we got ourselves a magic book. We're on our way to being a pure, bona fide wizard. have a look at this yonder book. We have the magic paint spell. 1 cup of swamp ooze, some river Styx water, a black horse... What the hell's a horse feather? Well, we have a black feather. Hopefully that'll do. Add Styx water to swamp ooze in cup. Stir with horse feather. Apply to blank surface with artist's brush. Speak incantation over painting to materialize. Okay, so does this just make something? Like, does this make, like, whatever you want it to be? Like, whatever you draw? I don't know. Well, that's kind of an okay spell. What's this next one? The Make Rain spell. Starting to feel a little ripped off here, I gotta say. A few drops of salt water, not from the sea. 1 vial of sacred water. And falling water. We've already done that falling water thing before in Quest for Glory, but... Okay, mix the salt water and sacred water, I guess that's kind of like holy water, in a teapot, and then add falling water. Speak incantation over the teapot to enchant, heat to boiling to activate. And I guess that'll make it rain. When I settle down and become a farmer, I guess that'll be good to know. Charm a creature of the night spell. I hope that doesn't mean anything but some kind of night gaunt. 1 skull full of hot oak embers, a bit of sulfur, and 1 strand of a pure-hearted maiden's hair. One of those. Add hair and brimstone to skull of embers. In presence of creature, speak incantation over the skull. I'm not sure what a creature of night is. Maybe there'll be like a monster or something we gotta charm and keep from murdering us. So we just bought a book with 3 spells in it. And none of them are fireballs, so I'm disappointed. Alright, well, I guess we can go to the Isle of the Sacred Mountain. Not like we really have anywhere else we need to go. Alright, well, let's,
Alexander.
hop on over there and see if we can't solve yonder cliffs of logic.
Alexander feels a...
Yeah, we get it. Alright. We're ready for this logic business here. So as I mentioned in an earlier video, these are actually the copy protection things in the game, their method of copy protection. You had to have the book in order to figure these puzzles out. This one is one of the few puzzles that actually involve some real, logic. Ignorance kills, wisdom elevates. Well, if you spell out the word rise...
Huge blocks of stone erupt from the granite cliffs. Alexander stares with wonder.
Wowee.
That's quite a way to welcome a guest, if indeed it is a welcome.
Well, I'll take it. Alright, let's start climbing up yonder cliff here. And yes, if you're wondering, it is incredibly easy to accidentally kill yourself doing this. So we make our way up the cliffs. And in case you haven't guessed by now, there's more. There's always more. So yeah, this is the copy protection in the game. The game actually comes with a thing called the Guidebook to the Land of the Green Isles. That has a little bit of
the strange etchings in the face of the cliff.
It has some lore and stuff with it as well. But yeah, it's mostly for the Cliffs of Logic and for solving these puzzles. And Master of Languages will... And the answer is soar, but you have to put it in these special little characters here. And I wrote these down earlier today, but I drew them by hand. So you might accidentally see me die here in a second. So the first one we have to find is this little, looks like a dude. I'm already feeling the pressure here, peoples. I don't see it. There it is, little dude here. Little dude man. We got the dude's face. We got this little targeting reticule thing here. And we have this one.
The stone beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more steps emerge from the granite cliffs.
Shabams! Whoa! I can't imagine trying to do this. Like, I don't really have a strong fear of heights. But if you're like up way up in the air and you look down, man, I don't know how you can not be a little afraid of that. I just want to grab onto something and cling to it. I remember there used to be this, what happened to those, I kind of just jumped subjects there. What happened to those, like, remember when you were a kid? Well, maybe not when you were a kid, but there were these little playpens and had these tubes and shit, and you could go crawl around in them and slide around. I don't see those anymore. Not that I would ever go in them anymore anyway. And I'd probably get stuck in one of the tubes, and then it'd be like a grown-ass man having to get, like,
Alexander
the fire
examines
department
the
to come cut
strange
him out of a
etchings
tube
in
in
the
a
face
child's
of the cliff.
playpen. It would look weird, okay? That's all I'm saying, but I haven't seen any of them in a long time. So this one actually has a little bit of a riddle attached to it. I don't remember the riddle itself, but I remember the order is 4, 1, 2.
The stone beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more...
Yeah, we get it. So yeah, I'm kind of imagining like you're climbing up this thing, and then you come to like these etchings on the wall, and you can look down, and beneath you can just see these large steps of marble, steps of granite pushing out of the cliffs outside of this sheer cliff face, and you're balancing on this little slab of granite that's just as wide as your feet, and you can feel the sea breeze brushing against you, and that makes me panic a little bit to think of that. You know, funny enough, I've never actually hurt myself by falling, but the thought is there. Alright, we got another one of these little puzzles here.
Alexander examines the strange etching.
The Sacred Four. I don't remember what these stand for. They're just different words. Like, I think one of them is air. I think it might be elements or something like that. We have this one. This is caterpillar. I remember that. This looks like a tower to me. And we have this one right here.
The stone beneath...
There's a few places kind of like this in the real world where it's just like an almost sheer cliff that drops off into the beach below, or the water below. I doubt there's even that much of a little outlet, but maybe. Alright, so we're just making our way up beyond cliff face here. I state the obvious. This is our last puzzle, though, thankfully, and it will be up top of the mountain, where we'll encounter whatever's the top of that yonder mountain. Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
Alexander...
Alright. All silent cry the noble boulders. Alright, and you need to spell the word ascend.
The stone beneath
That actually
Alexander's
is kind of a
feet
puzzle,
trembles as more steps emerge.
So we're done with the Cliffs of Logic, and I'm going to make a save because I don't want to do that again. Well, I will make a save as soon as the thing stops. Alright, let's go ahead and make a little save here. Let's save it as LP707. Alright. Well, I know you guys kind of want to see this, you sick bastards, so let's make him step off into oblivion. Bye! That was a long way down.
Tickets. Oh. Next.
That wasn't a very logical step.
Yes, quite. That last step was a doozy. Alright, let's get the hell on up here. I'm tired of standing on these cliffs, getting vertigo. Poor Alexander's... his heart must be pounding right now. That and sea creatures. I saw this thing, I forget what it's called, like, this shark that has this giant gaping mouth that terrifies
Alexander
me.
finds himself, finally, at the top of the cliffs.
Not at all related to the
Exhausted,
cliffs.
he steps over the lip of the plateau and stands.
Hey, buddy, how you doing? Oh, God.
Why do you make such an effort to climb the cliffs, young man? The winged ones who live on this island have the power of flight. You could have it too, if you'd only eat a berry from this magical flying nightshade bush.
I see.
See? The sweet berries will make you float like a petal on the wind. Try some.
So I already don't trust you because your eyes glow, and I'm sorry to be a racist like that, but everyone who's got glowing eyes so far has tried to murdercate me, and I don't much appreciate that. Alright, well, against my better judgment, we're gonna try some of these berries.
I'll try some of your berries.
I like berries.
Oh, Oh, goody. Eat quickly, dear boy, and I'll show you the way to the Lord and Lady of this isle.
That sounds good.
What? Slightly bitter, pretty one.
You know, this is what trusting people gets you.
Next.
Every single
And
time.
then there's some land I have for sale in the death bogs of Tamir.
Yes, thank you, Bill. We get it. We get it. We get it. You're clever. We get it. You're clever. All right, well, you know what? I don't like you. I'm going to go in this hole.
It would be rather rude to crawl into that cave with the old woman standing right in front of it.
Fine. I'll wait.
All right, then. Stay tied to the ground like a load of lead. See if I care. You human.
How odd. The old woman just disappeared in a cloud of smoke. Perhaps those berries are even more powerful than she led Alexander to believe.
Nice try, game. But we already learned our lesson.
Alexander crawls through the small opening in the rock.
I'm going to crawl in this cave and get eaten by a bear. A cliff bear.
Alexander finds himself in a dark cave.
Oh, well, it's a good thing I brought you on the tinderbox. Let's get this thing turned on here.
Alexander takes the candle from his tinderbox and uses the flint in the box to light it.
All right, we can kind of not see any better at all now. All right, well, there's another, looks like a hole over here.
On the wall opposite the cliffs is the vague outline of another opening in the rock.
And nothing seems better than crawling even deeper into this dark-ass cave.
Alexander crawls through the opening in the rock.
Alexander is devoured by a giant worm.
The lighting in this part of the cave is better. Alexander extinguishes the candle's flame and places it back in his pack.
I see. What do we have over here?
A natural window-like opening in the rock provides a view to the outside world. A peppermint plant grows on the window's ledge.
Peppermint, you say?
A plant grows on the grassy ledge. Smells like peppermint.
I like peppermint. Let's go ahead and take some.
Alexander takes a few leaves from the plant. As he does so, a strong smell of peppermint is released.
All right, we have some peppermint. We can give this to the shopkeeper, and he can make some more candy for our
Alexander
good
crawls
friend,
back into-
the asshole who's trying to murdercate us.
Alexander can't see a thing.
All right, let's get the hell on out of here.
Alexander crawls.
Well, we got some mint leaves. What's this giant business over here?
Huge doors are set into the solid rock of the mountain.
I see. Well, seems like something important's in there. Let's just hop on inside.
The huge doors are locked tight.
I see.
Somebody obviously wants to keep something out or something in.
Or maybe both. Well, I don't really have any way to open this door. Was there anything, can we talk to it?
The heavy doors give away nothing.
They actually made dialogue for that. Well, what do we have up here?
In the distance, Alexander can see the peak of a majestic mountain rising into the clouds.
Wait, it's a mountain on top of another mountain? Whoa. Let's get the hell on out of here.
Look, an intruder.
Well, good day, friends.
How did you get up here, human?
I climbed.
I climbed the cliffs.
That is not possible. No one has solved the cliffs of logic in several centuries. And if the cliffs were to be solved, it would certainly not be by a human.
I didn't mean to trespass. I only wanted to visit this beautiful island.
No visitors have been welcome on the Isle of the Sacred Mountain in years. Not since the Red and White Queens had spies in the guise of friendly visitors steal our island's sacred golden fleece. But we will not display such foolish trust again. You will have to answer to Lord Azure and Lady Ariel. They will determine what will be done with you. I can assure you, it will not be pleasant.
Can we talk about this? So the Red and White Queen have something of theirs stolen too, or rather they stole something from someone else. Huh. Everyone around here's a dick.
With what trickery did you master the cliffs of logic and reach the city of the Winged Ones?
The manual.
Only the magic of clear thought, my lord. I meant no harm.
The cliffs of logic. It is the sacred oracle's prophecy, Azure.
Yes, Ariel. It is lucky for you, human, that climbing the cliffs of logic is part of a prophecy that I cannot ignore. We have just been ordered by Wazir Al-Hazred himself to dispose of any strangers that might land on our fair isle.
I see.
But the prophecy would have a different fate befall you.
The prophecy predicts that whosoever climbs the cliffs of logic will defeat the Minotaur. The Minotaur has violated our sacred catacombs and eats our young in sacrifice. Our own daughter, Lady Celeste, was taken there only this morning as his most recently demanded offering.
I see.
A dilemma, then. Whom shall I obey in regards to your fate? The Oracle or the Crown? But since Al-Hazred did not dictate how I was to dispose of intruders, and since you cannot possibly survive the catacombs, your imprisonment there should serve both purposes quite admirably.
I will not resist you in this, my lord. I shall do my best to save your daughter.
Well, aren't you nice,
First,
Alexander?
I must tell you that the catacombs are a labyrinth of rooms, a place of exceeding danger. You will need many tools and clear wits to survive it.
I am ready.
Very well.
Don't
My
I have a
guards
say
will
in
take
this?
you there now. You seem courageous enough, but the catacombs will determine how brave you really are.
You know, I feel like I should have had a say in this. Well, I guess we're ready. So, okay, Al-Hazred has asked that the islands try to murder us. That would explain the Isle of Wonder business.
Why did you tell Lord Azure you were ready and willing to face the catacombs? No one is ever ready, and only a fool could be willing.
And you are far wiser, I suppose, to leave a maiden to die? To not fight this plague on your own people?
Bravery and suicide are two different things, human. You will have a chance to renounce your choice soon enough, when you lay trembling under the Minotaur's hooves.
We shall see. Thanks for the escort.
We only escort you to your death. May the fates make it quick so that you do not have to scream long.
Damn, you people are brutal. Well.
The catacomb's entrance door is locked from the outside by the Winged One's guards. It seems that leaving the catacombs by that door is not an option.
All right. Well, that was surprising. So this is one of the areas in the game where if you don't have all the items you need, you are good and screwed. The good news is, if you have all the items when you first come to the Isle of the Sacred Mountain, Alexander will just agree and he'll say he's ready. But if you don't have all the items, he will say he's not ready. That's as close to a hint as you get. Admittedly, I mean, in the age of the internet, it's not that bad, but back in the day, you didn't know these kind of things. You just had to trial and error it until you got through. Anyway, we got this massive catacomb before us now, and I guess we can tackle that in the next video. Hope you guys are enjoying, and I will see you guys in the next video where we'll explore the dank, dark catacombs. Take care of yourselves, guys.